Welcome to the Green Hat Local SEO Podcast, where Kyle Sabra delivers hard-hitting, actionable tips and strategies to help business owners dominate their local market and crush the competition. Kyle's no-holds-barred approach cuts through the noise of traditional SEO, focusing on battle-tested tactics that deliver real results. He's here to arm you with the tools you need to skyrocket your rankings, generate more leads, and grow your business online. If you're tired of hearing the same old SEO nonsense and want to learn the truth, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to put on your green hats and learn SEO secrets the other guys can't handle. Now, here's your host, Kyle Sabra.
Hi, this is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and in this episode, I'm going to talk about one thing that I noticed time and time again with regards to SEO and wasting SEO budget. And really, there's one major thing that I see over and over again with business owners in a way that they are wasting their SEO budget, and that is by trying to do it themselves. Now, hear me out. So I know that this podcast is all about, fuck the white hats, fuck the establishment. Here's how you really do SEO. But there has to be a point, too, to where you realize you can't do this all yourself. And maybe you should hire out some help, even if it is just getting somebody to write the content for you. And this really, truly, honestly is the one single biggest way I see owners wasting their budget. And that's trying to do, thinking they can do SEO themselves, really. So I talk to business owners all the time who are like, yeah, I've been studying SEO and I've been doing it myself and all this and that and blah, 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 blah. And you know what? Don't fucking do that. No, you are a business owner. You are a roofer or a plumber or you are an Uber driver or fucking HVAC, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit what you do. But the fact of the matter is that you do that because that is what you are an expert in. Now, yes, you do have to be able to market your own business and shit like that. But SEO has gotten so complicated and so expensive now. It really is not a thing. It really shouldn't be a thing on your plate. So 10, 12 years ago, absolutely, if you were a business owner, you could do your own SEO. You could, fucking pay your nephew, 5 cents per word to write you a few blog posts, fire up something like FCS Network, or shoot as many links as you want over to your site, and you'd be ranking, and, pay one time to get 150, 200 citations, and boom, you're number one in organic, and you're number one in the Google Map Pack, in the 5-pack or 7-pack if you go back long enough. But today, you really can't do that. It really, truly is a lot harder to do SEO, and it is beyond the realm for, I would say, 90% of business owners out there. Now, if you think you can do this and you want to save money and do it yourself, God bless you. I'll be here to help you out, but you really are just wasting your time and your own budget, because think about it. How much is your time worth? How much do you charge for your time if you have to go out and turn some wrenches, right? Probably a lot more than you'd be paying most SEO agencies. So just as a frame of reference, if you want a good SEO agency, if you want somebody with a lot of experience, which I know you guys do, who would be, if not expert level, then somebody who would be, say somebody with 5 years experience or whatever, on average, you're going to be paying about $150 an hour. If you want somebody who's got a year, 2 years of experience and is basically just, going to keep you crawling along, about $50 an hour is what you'd be paying. Personally, I charge $1,500 an hour, so probably wouldn't make sense for you to hire me. But charging, or paying somebody $150 an hour to do your SEO makes sense for a lot of business owners. Hell, paying somebody $50 an hour makes sense for, I would say, most business owners, right? And this is time that if you are out here trying to learn SEO and trying to build backlinks yourself because you listen to some dickhead white hat say you get to go out and do blogger outreach and other bullshit like that, and you're trying to write your content, trying to build your websites and shit, you are fucking wasting money, because that is time that you could spend doing other things like doing admin work on your company, going out and trying to knock on some doors, maybe solicit some reviews, things that are actually going to move the needle for you pretty quickly, and things that you can do yourself. The other thing too is SEO is changing so much. We're having core algorithm updates sometimes 4 times a year now, right? About once a quarter. And it is really hard to keep up with those changes unless you're doing SEO full time and you know exactly what is going on and you have test sites like we do that can show you exactly what has changed, and you don't have to listen to some YouTube guru talking head talking about, this and that on YouTube about how Google is looking at their core algorithm and shit like that, right? So really, you as a business owner should not be trying to learn SEO because SEO itself is a full-time job now. And do you really want to have 2 full-time jobs? I mean, if you're a business owner, you're probably already working 16 hours a day anyway, right? Do you want to spend the other 8 hours trying to do SEO? Fuck no. Use your time wisely, use your budget wisely, and just hire somebody else to do this. Right? Now, this doesn't mean that you can go for the low bid, and I've seen this time and time again. I had a HVAC company in Toronto hit me up saying they needed help, and I said, "What's your budget?" And they said $300 a month, and I fucking laughed at them because if you're trying to rank in the map pack in the Toronto area, that's the most densely populated area of Canada. And if you're an HVAC company, you are in one of the most competitive industries. So fuck yeah, you're gonna be paying out the nose for this, right? He said 300. I told him, stick another 0 on there and we can talk. Of course, he didn't have the money, but this is really how you need to be looking at your SEO budget. Going for the low bid isn't going to get you anywhere, right? So low bid, we'll say low bid for somebody who's good. Like I said, $150 an hour. That's only 2 hours of work a month. And you figure half of that, or half an hour is going to be spent on getting a report together. Half an hour is going to be spent getting on a meeting with you, and half an hour is going to be spent throughout the month answering your dumbass questions that you're going to be emailing him every single fucking day, right? So. But at the same time, if you are sitting here 3, 4, 5 hours a day trying to work on your own SEO, how much is that going to cost you, right? Now, that is time, again, that you could be spending working on your own business, or even just getting some rest and relaxation, or spending some time with your family, right? So don't try to do all of this yourself as an SEO, because, again, not only are you going to be doing, or you're researching and seeing what the latest trends are and what the algorithm is doing, but you're going to have to be paying for some software, right? You have to pay for software like SEO Neo to build backlinks for you, right? You're going to need to pay for Yext to get your citations done. You're going to need to pay for something like Local Falcon or Local Dominator to see your rankings, right? And then you have to figure out how to learn all of this. You're going to have to figure out how to write all of your own content that's not just some stupid regurgitated AI bullshit that's probably not going to rank at all. And all of this is really just something that should be done by somebody who is a professional and does this for a living. Now, it is true that, like I said, it's going to cost you $150 an hour plus for somebody who is good at SEO to do all of this yourself. But if this is why it's so hard to hire a freelancer and really get decent results as opposed to hiring a good agency. Now, agencies get a bad rap. A lot of them do. A lot of them are absolute bullshit, right? I will be the first one to admit that, because there is no overarching industry standard or education or anything like that for SEOs. Anybody could watch a couple YouTube videos from fucking Neil Patel, call themselves an SEO, open up shop, and then just churn and burn through clients every 3 months, right? But at the same time, if you hire a freelancer, the budget is going to be a lot more limited, and there's going to be a lot less that you can do, right? Like I said, if you're cheaping out and you're paying somebody $50 an hour, and that's, say you're, again, paying $300 a month, right? Well, that's 6 hours you should be getting. But again, they also need to pay for things like SEO Neo and rank trackers and stuff like that. And they oftentimes do not have the economies of scale. So you're going to be getting a lot less than 6 hours a month working on your business, right? Whereas with an agency, you do get those economies of scale, but you just need to hire the right agency like mine, Green Hat Local SEO, or find, there's maybe a handful of other ones out there that I would recommend. But when you do hire this agency, you can trust that it's hands off. A good agency will have some sort of a client portal where you can see your rankings, see what you're doing. They'll work with you on messaging and content creation, things like that. They'll handle all the link building for you. So really, you should just be able to sit back and relax and not have to worry about any of that, because you need to be worried about how to run your own business, not about how to do SEO, because that is really a fucking waste of your time and budget. Do not try to do this yourself. Let the experts handle it. So if you do go this route and hire an agency, they're really, I should make an entire fucking blog or podcast about this too, right? Don't just hire the first one you see. Make sure that you are vetting them. A lot of times they won't give you references. I mean, we don't give out references. The fuck would I want you bothering my clients asking about how, what we did for them and shit like that, right? Now, fuck that. If you want that, you can go fucking pound sand. But there should be some sort of proof that they know what they're doing, such as we do YouTube videos all the time. I do these podcasts, so you can sit here and know that I know what I'm talking about, right? If at all possible, maybe you can find one who specializes in your industry, although that does not mean that they are especially good at SEO for HVAC or whatever. It just means that that's what they've chosen. Right? And make sure they don't dick you around. There should be some sort of communication process to go through, a client portal, should be account managers, something like that, so you know what's going on and you can get answers as fast as possible, right? So sum this all up. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your budget trying to learn SEO. Let somebody else spend all that time learning it for you and then implementing everything that you need so you can work on your business and do what you do best, which is running your business, not doing SEO. That's what I do best, not you. So work on your own business. Let me do the SEO. Let me worry about that shit so you can just sit back and have more time to relax, more time with your family, or more time to go out and do more sales. Again, my name is Kyle Sprout from Green Hat Local SEO. If you want us to do this for you, then contact us atghls.io, or you can join our testing group. We have a free until you rank SEO program to where you don't pay until we get you results. So if you contact us, ask us about that. Again, my name is Kyle Sprout from Green Hat Local SEO, and I will talk to you later.